Hi everyone, this is Selina. Welcome back to one of my videos. I hope you're well. If you're new to my channel, welcome. My name's Selina and I release a crochet tutorial every week. And this week I'm bringing to you a beautiful vintage Victorian shawl. I absolutely adore it. As always, the free pattern is available on my blog selinaveronique.com. The link will be in the down bar. And I will be going into detail in the blog post also about the inspiration for this shawl. So just so you know, this shawl is actually inspired by an actual Victorian shawl I saw in a library. So there was an exhibition of Victorian clothes at my local library, well, a local library in the northeast of England. So for those of you who are interested, it was in the city of North Shields, so in the library. They have lots of costumes, not even costumes, just clothes from the Victorian era. And it's really nice to be able to look at those. It's like a little museum section. Anyways, so that's where I saw a shawl that was exactly like this one, and then I decided to recreate my own version. So this shawl is actually a large square, so I'm going to try and show you on camera. However, it will be lots of photos will be on my blog, so check that out. It might be easier to have a look. So this is actually a very large square that is then folded in half to create a really nice warm shawl. And this is the style that was exhibited at the library, which I thought was really interesting. And then 4 tassels were present on the shawl that I saw, and I thought I would make those tassels too. So there will be a tassel attached to each corner of the shawl. And this, I actually used a treble crochet C2C stitch to create the square, but obviously I will be going through all of this in the tutorial, but it's just so you know. So yeah, I really love this project. So more details are on my blog post. So to crochet this project, I used 2 skeins of Caron Cloud Cakes, and this is actually shade Cloud Grey. It's a medium 4 yarn, and it is I think it's 100% polyester, and it's super soft. I believe that if you are in the US, you can get this at Michael's. Obviously this isn't sponsored or anything, but it's just so you know. Yeah, and I absolutely love this this yarn. In the UK you can buy it online, which is what I do. So yeah, so that's the yarn I used. However, you can substitute with any medium 4 yarn of your preference. I also used a 5mm crochet hook. You will also be needing a pair of scissors and a tapestry needle, as well as a book to create your tassels. So you can either use a book or a piece of cardboard. And I will be going through all of this step by step, and I will be using US terms with British terms in brackets. And don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. It really helps grow my channel, and thank you so much for supporting my channel. If you want more feminine crochet content, don't forget I do have a Patreon page, so you can join that for more feminine crochet. The link is in the down bar. So I'll just jump into the tutorial. So to begin, make a slip knot. Pop your hook through like so. And now you are simply going to make, be chaining 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And for this C2C technique square, I will be using a treble crochet. So usually you can make your C2C square using double crochets only, but I will be using treble crochets for this project. So once you've chained 7, you are going to count 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, and you are simply going to create a treble in the 5th chain from the hook. So wrap your yarn around your hook twice, go into that chain, pull up a loop. You've got 4 loops on your hook, go through 2 loops, go through 2 loops, and go through 2 loops. And the first chain 4 here counts as your first treble crochet. Now we are going to go in the next chain space and create another treble crochet. So just go ahead and create your treble crochet like so, and into the next chain and create a treble crochet into that. And there you go, you've got your first square. So now for row 2, we are going to be chaining 7 once again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Turn your work, and again you are going to be chaining, counting 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and go into that 5th chain from the hook with a treble crochet. And into the next chain space. So into the next chain space. And the next chain space right here. Like so. And now what we are going to be doing is slip stitching. So you're just going to join here and you're just going to slip stitch through this stitch. So pull up your slip stitch and slip stitch like so. And this is what it's going to look like. And now we are going to be chaining 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and this counts as your first treble crochet. Now we are going to place a treble crochet, so we're going to work inside this space here. So place 3 more treble crochets inside this space, and then another. And then another. And this is row 2 completed, and this is what it's going to look like. So now for row 3 we are going to be chaining 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, and of course this is what we're going to do at the beginning of each new row, is chain 7. Turn your work and again count 5 stitches from the hook. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Go into that 5th chain and place a treble crochet into that. And into the next chain. And into the next chain. And now you are simply going to slip stitch. So again, we are going to attach these rows together. So just slip stitch through this part like so. And now we are going to be chaining 4, 1, 2, 3 and 4, and we are going to place 3 more trebles within that space. So just go ahead and place 3 more trebles inside that space. And another. And this is what it's going to look like. We are going to be slip stitching to attach our square to the next, like we usually do. And now chain 4, 1, 2, 3 and 4, and place 3 treble crochets within that space as usual. So you see the pattern is starting to make sense. I hope this is clear for you. Don't forget you can download the free pattern. So don't forget you can find the free pattern on my blog selinaveronique.com. I'm just going to place my last treble crochet. There we go. And this is row 3 complete. So you see, as we make our rows, we've got 1 square for row 1, 2 squares for row 2, and now 3 squares. And this is how it's gonna grow. So now we are going to be chaining 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Turn your work, and you are going to be counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 chains from the hook and placing a treble crochet into that 5th chain from the hook. Again, place a treble into the next chain, like so, and into the next chain, like so, and slip stitch. So again, you are going to slip stitch this square to attach it to that one. Chain 4, 1, 2, 3 and 4, and now place another 3 treble crochets within this space. So 1, 2 and 3, and of course it goes without saying that the chain 4 at the beginning here counts as your first treble, of course. Now we are going to attach our square like so. Now chain 4, 1, 2, 3 and 4, and place treble, 3 more trebles inside that space like so. I'm just going to unravel my yarn, and once again you are simply going to slip stitch through this space to secure your square, and we are going to be placing our last square, so 1, 2, 3 and 4, and place 3 treble crochets across this square. So just go ahead and place 1, 2 and 3. So that's your last square completed. So this should be making sense to you. I will be making one last row with you before I show you how to decrease. So chain 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. Turn your work and count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and place a treble crochet into the 5th chain. Place another treble crochet into that chain and another treble crochet, there we go. And now once again we are going to be securing our stitch. Chain 4, 1, 2, 3 and 4, and place another 3 treble crochets within that space, and just carry on doing this technique. And there we go. Slip stitch to secure your square. So I'm just going to let you carry on this row like I've just showed you. If you need more help, just rewind the video. So before you start your decrease rows, which I'm going to show you in the sample, you need to do 33 rows in total. And once you've done your 33 rows, that's when you are going to start decreasing to create your squares. I just thought I would jump in and say this before you can see how to do the decrease rows for your square. Okay, so I finished this row off camera and now I'm just going to show you how to decrease. So to decrease, you are going to simply turn your work and slip stitch through these first stitches. So go into the second stitch and slip stitch, and into the next stitch, slip stitch, and into the next stitch, which is also the chain 4, slip stitch. And now that you've reached this part, we are going to be working inside this square. So chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and place 3 more treble crochets within that space. So just go ahead and place 3 more treble crochets within that space. And this is how we are decreasing. And now it's simply the same thing. Slip stitch to attach your square to the next, and place 1, 2, 3 and 4, and place 3 trebles inside that space. And like so, and slip stitch, and just carry on making your squares like we usually would. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll let you carry on the 2 next ones and then I'll show you how to finish off this row. So place 3 treble crochets here, slip stitch to fasten on the square as always, and then chain 4, 3 treble crochets, and I'll show you how to finish off this decrease row. So just 1 and 2 more squares and I'll get back to you. So I'm back and I finished this last square, and now I'm simply going to slip stitch here to attach, and instead of adding another square here like we usually would, what we are going to be doing is turning our work, slip stitching. So slip stitch through all these stitches right here, and then the chain 4 like so, and start your squares here. So 1, 2, 3 and 4, and we are going to be working within that space. So place 3 treble crochets inside this space. Slip stitch and place a square, 1, 2, 3 and 4, place 3 more treble crochets within that space, like so. There we go, we finished another square. Go into that space, and now chain 4, 1, 2, 3 and 4, and place 3 treble crochets inside that space. And just slip stitch to the square to finish off this row, and this is how we are decreasing, so I hope this is making sense. So of course we're not going to add another square, we're just going to turn our work round and do the exact same. So just slip stitch like so into every stitch, and just repeat the same process that I just showed you, which is chain 4, 1, 2, 3 and 4, and place 3 treble crochets inside this space, and slip stitch to attach your square, and then place your next square, 1, 2, 3 and 4, and this is the last square of this row, and I'm just going to finish off this to show you the end. There we go, and now we've only got 1 row left, so turn your work and slip stitch through every stitch like so, and just place 1 square, so 1, 2, 3 and 4, place 3 more trebles inside that space, and we finished the decrease rows and this square. So this is the last one. We're going to slip stitch and finish off, and now I'm just going to let you so there you go, this is the finished square. I'm quite pleased with it. So obviously your square will be a lot bigger, so now I'm just going to let you carry on with your rows, because obviously you've got a lot more than me. Okay, so once you've finished your square, obviously I showed you with a sample what to do, but now I'm going to show you with this small sample how to create your single crochet border. So it's really simple what you are going to be doing. So obviously your square will be a lot larger, but you will have finished your square at some point. So this is where I finished my square. I've not fastened off, but I will be creating a single crochet border. So chain 1, and this does count as a single crochet, and now just go into the next stitch, and this is the wrong side of the stitches, so you won't have a specific stitch into which creating a single crochet is possible. So just go into the next stitch as best you can, in the best way that you can. So just go ahead and create a single crochet row. As best you can. Like so. And then once you reach the corner, just place 2 single crochets into that, and then go onto the other side and place your single crochets, and just repeat this process until you've gone all the way around. And then once you've gone all the way around, you are going to be slip stitching to this first chain here and fastening off. And obviously at each corner you will be placing 2 single crochets like I just showed you in each corner, but it should be pretty straightforward. So just go all the way around until you reach this side, and then just fasten off, and then I'll show you how to create your tassels and attach your tassels onto the project. Okay, so now I'm going to be showing you how to make the tassels. So I've already made 2, and you will be needing 3 in total. So I will be showing you now how to make your tassel. So to begin, you will take 2 strands of yarn that measure about 10 to 11 inches long each. So take these 2 strands of yarn and pop them to the side. And now we are just going to create the tassel. So you are going to be needing your book and your scissors and obviously your yarn to create this. Okay, so for this part we are going to be winding our yarn around this book, so it's a bit difficult to show on camera because it's hard to go around the book and then show you, so obviously I would go much quicker than this. And I'm going to do this about 45 times. So just go around your book around 45 times, and then I'll show you what to do after that. Okay, so I've done this. I've gone around about 45 times, and now I'm just going to snip off my yarn like so, and take my 2 pieces of yarn that I prepared, and now I'm just going to slide this off the book like this, and just hold this like that. And now I'm just going to move the book, take 1 piece of yarn and pop it through all the pieces of yarn, and just tie it at the top like this. And once you've done that, you are going to be taking your yarn in the middle like this, and you are going to be placing your scissors like this and cutting the bottom piece. So just go ahead and cut these pieces at the bottom like so. And now this is what you have. Now what you are going to be doing is taking this piece of yarn like this, and you are going to be going around. So I think this is about 1 inches. So just measure that and just go around your tassel a few times before tying it and securing it. So just go ahead and tie it like this. And now that you've done this, you are going to be trimming your tassel. So I'm just going to cut the pieces. I'm just going to carry this on off camera because otherwise I think it's easier, but just do this and I'll show you what to do next. But once you have your 4 tassels, I'm now going to show you how to attach them to each 4 corners of this project. So you should have 4 tassels, and I've attached 3 of those tassels, but I left 1 tassel undone just to show you how to attach it to the project. So you are going to pop your hook through into the corner and then take your yarn, pull it through like that, and attach your tassel like this. And what you are going to be doing now that you've attached your tassel, you are simply going to tie in your loose ends. So what I usually do is either tie them into the project like I'm going to do now. So I'm just going to sew these in and out of the project. There we go. And once you've done that, you are simply going to fasten off. And repeat this for all 4 corners. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. And I'll see you next week. Bye bye.